Hi everyone, so we are with Logan today from Carrot Cottage. Logan came in for a health check last week, first time I've seen him. They hadn't particularly noticed anything abnormal with Logan. We were expecting him to be a relatively normal health check. However, on exam, I found that the upper left premolar 1 tooth, which is right at the front on the left side, is very elongated and is starting to press towards the cheek. This was only a few days ago, and so we booked him in for his dental. We're probably going to extract that tooth today. It just goes to show how easily these rabbits can cope without showing signs, and how vital it is to have the rabbits regularly checked. And Chris and Daisy are very good at bringing their rabbits in on a regular basis, but these guys are very new coming in for their health checks. And so we are going to put Logan under an anaesthesia today and either take the tooth elongation back, or we might actually remove it depending on what we find under. I've also got my new Logan appropriate hat today, lovingly made by one of my nurses. Thank you very much. So I'm going to pop this on, and we're going to tuck all my hair in, and we're going to be nice and ready to get going with Logan. Okay, so we now have Logan anaesthetised, and we are going to proceed with the dental work. Okay, so here we are with Logan anaesthetised. We can see the damage on that upper premolar tooth. I'm just going to get a little pointer, but if we look here, this tooth here actually moving and wobbling away. The end of that tooth is past here, and even just a couple of days, this is how much damage it's already caused onto the soft tissue. That's a bit of hay, that bit there. But that soft tissue damage in the cheek there, ulcer. And this tooth is just wobbling in the wind, so we're definitely going to be taking this bad boy out. Hopefully he'll feel a lot better. So we're going to work at this. We're going to put this in here and gently twist and hold. And what we're doing is breaking the ligament down here. And this is vital because we can't just pull this tooth. If we pull this tooth, it would snap if we hadn't broken down this ligament, because the ligament is quite tight. And even though you can see here that this tooth is actually wobbling, you can see the point there, look. That's a bit of hay. But we do still need to break it down properly, otherwise it will cause an issue. And then we're going to change this to a slightly different angle. So this is bi-sided. So we can go in here and work at this angle here, and we'll break the ligaments down in this way. We're going to stretch and hold, and it's vital that we hold. It's really important here. I'm going to hold this tooth, and we're going to work at this tooth for several minutes. Sometimes they come out quite quickly, other times they'll take a bit longer. But see this debris that's accumulating because this tooth is wobbling? We've got to clean all this out as well. It takes quite a bit of work actually, but he will feel a lot better after. Okay, so we're taking this tooth out. It's coming out fully, and we've just destroyed the gingiva layer. And that is what we see, but that is the full length of the tooth there. So this bit, look how sharp that is. Wow, that's insane. So we've taken that tooth out, and then what we found out behind is that this one here is also really wobbly, and it's also got a really big spike, look, going into the cheek there. So we're going to be taking out this one as well, because you can see it, look, it's wobbling away. Okay, this tooth is about to come. So we just destroy that germinal layer, pushing it back and forth gently. You can see it's now coming. Just gently bringing it down. We don't want to destroy it or break anything here. You can see it coming down fully. You can see how long it is, look. There you go. And that just shows you how long that tooth is, what we actually see with that sharp point going in versus how long the actual tooth is. Okay, so we can see here that on this side here, these teeth here are not particularly the best colour. Got some changes going on. Of course, got a slight step mouth, so normally you get a slight, the first one here is normally higher than the second one, and then the sort of third one's kind of down a bit, and then it comes back up like a slight reverse arch. But in this case, it's got the step mouth where this one is actually higher than this one. That isn't unfortunately going to correct, but we need to monitor and maintain. Over this side here, we have taken these down a little bit. There's a bit of spiking going on here, so they've been smoothed off. But this has got a slightly better. You've got this one is as it should be, taller than this one. So we're just going to smooth these off, finish them off now, and then wake the little man up. So we are monitoring little Logan in recovery. He's already starting to wake up. He's got a little blink coming every now and then. He's breathing really well for himself and has continued to breathe well for himself throughout the entire procedure. We have removed the endotracheal tube. Basically, we don't want him waking up with that tube in, where he can potentially have irritation to the windpipe, because if that occurred, then that would cause a problem. There's also the glottis at the back of the throat, and again, if they wake up with the tube in, that would cause inflammation in the back there, and it can cause problems. So we remove it just when he's starting to show signs that they're a bit more conscious and the anaesthetic is wearing off nicely. You can see his little teeth here. Okay, so we've got two. This is the second one that we removed. And this was the first one that we removed, the one that was appeared to be the big problem. It's quite sharp on the end there. It's a bit out of focus, but try and see if we can get it in focus for you in a bit of a photo. Wish him all the best as he recovers now. And little Logan is off the oxygen. He's waking up nicely, everybody. He's actually trying to move, so we've just wrapped him in the little towel, just so he doesn't try and move off the table while we fully recover him. And he'll be with his buddies in a minute. You go,